The whole world I wait for this. I make the beat drop off.
Yes, people, welcome. Listen, from the Karabuki headquarters in New York City, we present to you the final matchup: Arsenal versus Palace. Now we do the roll call. Man City, present and ready for competition. Chelsea, present and ready for competition. Newcastle, present and ready for competition. Arsenal Football Club, are you ready? Ready or not? In a few hours, you get to decide the tone of the fan base going into the holiday season. Because I know we see it all over the internet, yeah? Arsenal top of Christmas again, and everyone is like, yeah, it's great, and it's nothing. Excuse me, it's nothing to knock. That's where you want to be, right? You want to be top. You all heard me say I want to start strong and finish strong, yeah. However, being at the top right now means absolutely don't want to curse because obviously I'm not in my studio, I'm not home. I'm in a little corner of my in-laws' house where I can get some signal and don't disturb everyone and get away from all the noise. But it's a nice little cozy corner, window view, and it's snowing outside. Yeah, but you've all heard me say I want this Carabao Cup badly. We're in no position to bend this off. By he, I'm talking about the manager, is in no position to bend this cup off. He needs this cup as badly as the people who are starved for trophies in the fan base. Some of us actually do care about the trophies, you know. Not all of us care about the second, and they were better than this team and the most points in the calendar year and all this other shit. But we actually want to win the trophies. So there is nothing more than the Arsenal fan base who wants to win trophies, want better, than to put our foot on Crystal Palace's neck today and get to a semi-final, home and away versus Chelsea, right? And we can have a day out at Wembley and see how it goes. I'm just saying, I really want this. Now, Arsenal fans in general want this. Football fans in general want to see a meltdown today because they'll let us be at the top. They'll let us sit at the top of the table and say, you know what, Arsenal, you can sit at the top of the table when everyone else is competing for the trophies. Because, you know, the Chelsea fans are ready to give it. They are ready. They got their tweets ready. They got their Instagram reels ready. They got their memes ready. And all them something there. Ready to troll us if we don't get through. And should we get through, they'll still be confident. Because Chelsea, they're typically like a cup team right now. They're really good in the cups. They've been picking up cup left and right, getting to finals and all that. However, should they beat us? Or should we be Palace today and get to the next round versus Chelsea? The chest that Chelsea fans had against us versus the Premier League game, I think it will be curtailed a little bit because they do know that we can beat them. Right? But should we not? Should we make a meal of this London derby today with Crystal Palace versus Eze's old team at the behest of Arteta? Meltdown settings, I think, will happen and has the potential to derail our entire Premier League season. I don't want that. I want a happy holidays, not a Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season, football included, you know. But pardon me for a second, as I big up man like Wahaha, big him up, the the United ambassador, and big up man like it's a good thing. Hypnotize, you know. I put the hypnotize in there, and I also put the the Tupac California Love beat in there because I wanted to compare and contrast just to see it was the same time period, 96, 97, right? But just see how the sounds are different from East Coast rap to West Coast rap. Completely different. I bought a Christmas tree yesterday and the vendor asked, "You gonna put it up yourself?" I replied, "No, I was, I was thinking in the living room." You know, in the States they have like this. I don't they probably have this in the UK too, but they have like businesses now that will you 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 go through them, you tell them you tell them what you want, they'll come to your house, set up a Christmas tree, wherever room you want it, and then at the end of the holiday season, they come tear it down and pack it away in storage. So you don't have to do anything. You go through their catalog and you say, I want package A. They come to your house and set up package A. Big up, man. Big up to Terrell. Hope you're good, my G. Big up, man, like Jam Boy. Tell us that you're good, bro. I hope you're good. Happy holidays to you. Appreciate you checking in. I'm just here for Palace win, knowing how painful that dagger would be for Boy 10. The hell with Boy 10 monster. You know, Boy 10 doesn't come around anymore. You know, so it's cool and it's calm. But should we win, you know he'll be back, especially if it's a convincing win. But that would be a dagger for me, my brother. I want this cup. Most of the people on my side of the fence say the Carabao and the FA Cup isn't enough, and that's one disagreement that we have, right? More proof that it's not an echo chamber over here because he delivers a domestic cup double. He stays for me. I'm not running away from that, and no one can change my opinion on that. 2 trophies are 2 trophies. You know what I'm saying? So this would be a dagger for me. And I want no parts of a meltdown. Now, I don't want to be back on the internet streaming later. Right? I have a dinner party to go to at 6:30 my time. So that's about 6:30 on the East Coast. That's 11:30 on it. Yeah. So if this result don't go according to plan, I will be back on the internet later tonight, venting, ranting. Not so much of a meltdown because I don't really do the meltdown thing. Not on screen, at least. That's one of the reasons why I don't do watch-alongs. But I will be back. But I am going to watch the game. I'll find somewhere to watch it. It comes on at 3 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. UK time. I have to find a way to do it, man, because I cannot have Arsenal Football Club ruin this weekend for us. We're at home against Crystal Palace. And the crazy thing is I can't even pretend like I don't have nerves. The nerves are there. This is not a walk in the park, but we're at home. We gloat and we brag about the best team, top of the Premier League, top of the Champions League. Okay, well, you have Crystal Palace at home. Handle your business. Like that. Big up to my brother Views. Damn, it's proper pissing in Morocco for the Senegal-Botswana game. What that score be like right now? You feel free to put the scores in the chat, my G. I don't even have them up right now. Mateo keeps dropping this. I'm gonna have to put this in one of my mixes. But big you up, Mateo. Big up to Ozzy. Ozzy, what you telling me? Hope you're good, my G. I hate these hosts. Give me some elderly wisdom. Leave them alone. Leave them alone, man. Like if now is the time for you as a young man to focus on building your empire, right? So some of the wisdom that I'll give you, it's borrowed. Don't know who is the actual author of this, but you will lose a lot of money chasing women, but you'll never lose women chasing money. So make sure that you build your empire, and then they'll come. Then you have the pick of the bunch. Then you can sort them out. So right now, just focus on you, my guy. Yeah, that's what Wahaha said it in a much more raw, straight up term. Just get money. We got the Jam Boy, man. That's some wisdom for you. You spot on. It's spot on. That's BIG. Play Nintendo with Siege and yeah, man. Because I know Jam Boy got them tunes. Big up, and big up to the legend that is Lynch, Canadian brother. Big up to you, my guy. Call me Mr. NBA Cup champion. Talk to me nice. I got the Knicks gear on in New York City. You know how it go. Talk to me nice, my friend. I'm a Cup champion. Not winning the NBA title though. No, we're not. Okay. Now, people, I have Gabriel Jesus and Eddie Nketiah in the thumbnail for a reason, because the biggest Arteta fanboy, that is Charles Watts, has put us onto something, that Gabriel Jesus is set to start today. What he didn't give away was where. He didn't tell us that Gabriel Jesus is going to start on the left wing or striker. I'm inclined to believe he's going to be starting striker. That means Gyökeres sits today. Now, I actually believe, right, that a lineup of Madueke, Gyökeres, Gabriel Jesus left wing, and a midfield of Ethan, Eze, Declan, or Zubimendi, or Norgard. One of the three. Not two of them, not three of them. One of those guys. Norgard, who's been your cup guy. So if you wanna keep your cup rotation going with your guys, you put Kepa in goal and all that stuff. But you play Norgard or Zubimendi or Declan Rice. Not two, not three of them. And you play 2 10s to feed Gyökeres, also with the creativity of Madueke on the right and a Gabriel Jesus on the left. I think that will cause Crystal Palace problems. Now, defensively, we're much more limited. So I won't have any issues of who you play back there, because you're not very many options. So you do what you do there. But I think if you put that amount of creativity on the pitch, we should have a chance. And Gabriel Jesus, if history will tell us anything, he plays well in cups. He plays well against Crystal Palace. I think he bagged a hattie last year playing against this bunch. Big up to Lynch, member for 3 months, and I will be getting a member stream in while I'm in New York. Just have to sort. Leading up to the Christmas is very busy. Lots of last minute shopping, lots of family to see, old friends and all that stuff. So it's very difficult. Surgery has been successful, looking at 2 to 3 months out. So the thing is that with these surgeries with these athletes, right, sometimes it's a clean break and they could put a cast on it and it will heal perfectly, but it takes more time. Like when these surgeries, normally what they'll do is the break, they put a screw in it and it heals quicker, right? You spend 120 something million, you want this man back so you can get your ROI, your return on investment. So, but there's always risk with surgery when you cut somebody open, isn't it? But 2 to 3 months, barring an injury to Ekitike, transfer window opens up in a couple of weeks, and like a week and a half. I think you'll be okay. B to the B to the K. Come on, you guys. Talk to me nice. Big up to Lynch, man. Legend. Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. 50 screen money, green leather sofa. Got 2 rides, a limousine with the chauffeur. Phone bill about 2 G's flat. No need to worry, my account handles that. And the whole crew is lounging, celebrating every day. No more public housing. If you know, you know. Notorious. Yes. Just build your empire, my bro. Because essentially, when they come, all they're gonna come do is try to extract your resources. It's hypergamy. Right? It's in their DNA. They're hypergamous by nature. So just build your empire right now, my G. Focus on you. That's where it's at. But don't let them stress you. And that crazy one that you told us about, yeah, that's the first one you should ghost. Big up BBK, even if you're a Knicks fan. Untouchables. That's a mad name still. That name is wicked, If I could come up with something creative like that, it's mad. But yeah, big you up. Thank you. You're from Chi-Town or there or thereabouts. I'm calling it today as a masterclass brace. Hey, he knows these bunch. He trains with them. He knows what he can get away with. He probably used to dance around these men in training like it's nothing. Palace are a bit leggy. They've been playing a lot of football, Conference League, and all that stuff. Not doing too well in the Conference League, but they're still in the qualification strike zone. But I'm here for the Eze brace. Fantastic Eze performance. That way he keeps his spot at the weekend for Brighton, I hope. Now, Having said that, it might be controversial, it might be negative, but that's no surprise coming from this side of the fence. You know what I'm saying? But if Odegaard starts this game, goddamn, we lose it. I'm gonna take a sip of my Yale and say that if Odegaard starts this game, this shit could go to pens. I don't trust them. This is a big game. They only get bigger from here on out. Everyone has already played. All eyes on us. 8 p.m. under the lights. I trust Eze to deliver more than I trust him. Eze, run in, FA Cup, bigger competition, bigger opponents. Quarterfinal versus Fulham, score, they win, 3-0. Eze, semifinal versus Villa, he scores, 3-0, they win. The final versus Manchester City, Eze scores, they win. Put Odegaard in that team with those guys, he is not doing that. You have Eze in this team with better players around him. Let's use him. Let's give the Eagles a heavy dose of their own today, of their own player. Big up to Stockholm Gooner. Good morning, BBK. Good afternoon to the chat. Quarterfinals, Crystal Palace once again. Come on, you Gunners. We have to get there. We must. We absolutely must. They said for Kulusevski 2 to 3 months when he posted that picture of his opened knee, and he's still not back, is it? I didn't even know that it was a knee surgery that was keeping him out. I thought it was like some muscular stuff. But I know it's ACL that did Madison then. But they are desperately missing him. And it's been 4 months by my count since that Kulu news. It's been at least that. And they do miss him because he is a bad boy player. And I know Thomas Frank is sitting there like that. You know, I'm trying to stretch this out as far as I can. You know, I'm trying to kick the can down the road, but there's only so far you can kick it with Tell, Kolomoani, Brandon Johnson. These men. I start Jesus on the left and keep Gyökeres up front. 100% untouchable. Must. Like I said a couple of streams ago, if we ask, big up to all 18 of you locked in. Let's keep the like count somewhere close to 15. You know, we got 18. We'll mark it up as we go along. But I said a couple of streams ago, right? Just if for a second we ask Gyökeres, pick the lineup that you best think can support you. I think that's what he would go with. I think he would go with either Trossard or Jesus on the left, because he knows that Martinelli isn't it. He's out there for his defensive work, if anything. Saka Madueke on the right, I think he's calm. But I think he wants 2 10s behind him. You play one guy, Norgard, Zubimendi, or Rice, and then you play Ethan and Eze. I'm exclusively leaving Odegaard out for this, but it's not an agenda. I just don't think in big games he rises for us. The last big game that Odegaard played well for Arsenal Football Club was Porto in the Champions League 2 seasons ago. We went away to Porto and lost that game, late goals. I think it was Evan Nilsson or something. One of them scored. Came back to the Emirates. He played well in that game, setting up Trossard for the assist. That was a big game. Right? Because that would have been us getting bounced out in the round of 16 again after we were supposedly back. So, and that did go to pens and we beat them. But that was the last big pressure game that I seen Odegaard play well. Prior to that, big games, it always ends with him flicking his hair, walking off the pitch in disappointment. Quarterfinal at home and under the lights. You know, I know it's harsh because he's the captain of the football club in a quarterfinal and he's not starting. It looks bad. I don't care how it looks. But that's us. That's us. That's you, me, and that's the community. And Arteta's eyes, he's starting tonight. He is. He's the captain of the football club. Quarterfinal, he starts. Now you heard me say I'd rather play Ethan and Eze in the 10s. Right? Ethan doesn't have that type of pull now. He hasn't been playing. The only leverage that he can say that he can use to get a start in this game is like, hey, I was supposed to play in the Cups, right? And Premier League proven. The Cups has been Kepa, the Cups has been me, the Cups has been Odegaard. This is a cup game. I know it's Palace, but this is a cup game. If I'm not playing in the Premier League, when can I play? So play me in this game, Mikel, but no, I don't think he will. I think if he is going to play two attacking midfielders, it's going to be Eze and Odegaard. But I would rather see Ethan and Eze start. You know, the Eze Cup. The Eze, dig him up, man. But don't worry, guys. We're saved. 29 is back in training. King Kai. Put some respect on King Kai's name. He's bulked up. He's ready. Too soon. I don't think he comes against Brighton. I don't think we'll see him against Brighton. I'm not one of those guys that's pretending like I've missed Havertz in the lineup. I think I've seen enough. And I'm not just talking about this as his Arsenal career. His Premier League tenure in general has been less than fantastic. Let's just put it that way. Like the Latvian Guna always says, let's just put it that way. He hasn't set the Premier League on fire, and this is his fourth going on fifth season, fifth going on sixth, somewhere along there. And somehow he has commanded the type of salary he's commanding. Criminal. Can't wait to see how Arteta bottles it. I can wait. I can wait, but unfortunately, in about 6 to 7 hours, Anfield the Red, you will have your answer. And I can't believe you're saying this. You were completely house on fire, set your hair on fire a couple of weeks ago when you lost 4 in a row. To go from 4 in a row to winning the league, I'm not sure, my bro. I'm not sure you can claw back 10 points on us, let alone 10 points or 9 points on Manchester City. I just don't see it. I think you have a couple more losses to go through this season. Really hoping for the upset, but I got a feeling it would end up being a straightforward win for you, sadly. A straightforward win is needed, we need a beatdown. Yes, guys, our number 9 is back, guys. Pass to Kai, guys. If you do not pass to Kai, guys, I'm hooking you at halftime. That's going to be the team talk. And I hope the guys go on the pitch and be like, hey, let's huddle up. Let's huddle up and be like, hey, not pass the ball to everyone but Kai, but hey, we're not about to force feed this motherfucker just because Arteta wants us to. No, we're going to play fluid football. Right? Because what happens when you try to force feed the player, you become predictable. Well, I felt Brighton should have won, but they played the reserves. Palace should win this. Arsenal is in its worst form. I don't see them rotating that much. So you say you don't see us rotating or Palace, because Palace don't really have that many options. We can't rotate our backline. I think we will rotate the keeper. I think he does play Kepa. Timber starts. Saliba starts. Nketiah starts. Don't know if he starts at left back or left center back, right? But Nketiah starts, and then does he go with Kelly or Calafiori? I think he goes with Calafiori for the physicality of Mateta. So I think that's the back 5. But I think Kepa does come in. The midfield is where it gets tricky for me, because I do believe he's going to start Declan Rice and Odegaard. Does he put Zubimendi in there or Eze? This is where he's going to get us wrong, and this is where he's going to do what Anfield the Red set up here. This is where he's going to do the damn B word. Mm-hmm. But I do have nerves. I'm not going to lie. From slot out to winning the league, quite a difference. It swings. That's not even a roundabout. That's a radical left to right. Like someone falling in love with Trump and then voting for Biden. We got to the assembled worst captain in the history of the club, including this manager. So, and here's the thing, right? Say Odegaard starts, and he probably will today. Arteta's man, club captain. He probably will start. And it's 0-0 in the 78th minute, or we're down 1-0. And Eze hasn't touched the pitch, and Eze needs to come on. You know that this manager is always doing a like-for-like thing. So we could possibly see a scenario of the captain starting, Arteta being stubborn, being spiteful, having to hook his captain again when we need a goal. And will he do that? He must. There is no way Eze can sit on the bench and we lose this game. He has to play. Now start him and let's win the game. Then you can bring on your captain. Live and let live. Who gives a shit if he plays or not? No one cares if Odegaard plays or not, but Arteta. No one cares if Kai Havertz plays or not, but Arteta. It's just him. That's just he's gonna die on the hill of these two. I believe Eze gives us a better chance of winning if he starts this game versus Odegaard. But I just don't think, and he should feature. I want to see him. Cup guy. He's played. He's not getting any Prem minutes. He needs to get these minutes. Calling it now. Wolves, Forest, West Ham, Brighton, Brentford, Burnley, Fulham, Everton, Spurs, Leeds. Okay, hit us with the rest of it, Anfield. King of the petty zoo, the fairest donkey across the land, and the seven seas. Anfield, impossible. City is winning. Havertz is the solution to all our problems, guys. Remember, he was so good at that 99% of the football, and we all agreed Arsenal needed a striker for years. Now, I don't know what people are expecting to see from Havertz coming back to training, but the people who are pretending that they haven't seen what Havertz has to offer, like he has this level or this new gear that he can go to. No. Havertz that we saw in 23-24, that's it. That's as good as he gets, and that's not good enough. Hence why we had to go get Gyökeres. If anyone actually believes that if Kai Havertz came in that 22-23 season, in the 23-24 season, if Havertz had banged 18 to 24 goals, you think Gyökeres would be at this football club? No. We would have went and got Delap or someone to back up Havertz. Havertz would have been the main guy. But the fact that he wasn't banging in those goals is the reason why the club decided, no, we need another striker. Because the man that we're competing with as Erling Haaland, who scored 13 Premier League goals by match week 9, and Kai Havertz entire season's total is 11 to 13 Premier League goals. Erling Haaland is doing that in 9 games. That's what we're competing with. So we needed a bagsman. Big up to the assembled. Top 10, Newcastle 6, Man United on 60 points, Bournemouth, Chelsea 62, Palace, Sunderland on 72, 78 points, Arsenal, Villa, Liverpool, FC 81. Nah, I don't think 81 points. I think Arsenal and City will hit 84 points or higher this season. For Liverpool to get to 84, okay, let's do some goddamn math. Let me look at it. And I wish I was at home where I had my screen. This would be much more efficient and flashy. But Liverpool are on 29 points right now. So we have You have 21 games to play, and you're on 29 points. So to get to 81 points, you would need 52 points. That means you are winning 17 of your next 21 games. Not happening, bro. You still have to come to the Emirates. Still have to go to Anfield. I mean, still got to go to Old Trafford. I didn't hear any Liverpool fan give it to Chelsea, and Chelsea beat them at home. I didn't hear one Liverpool fan say, wait till you come to Anfield, wait till you come to Anfield. Every Liverpool fan single-handedly said, it's Arsenal's title to lose now. Most of them gave up because and with Isaac out, it's long. Yes, my guy, Eze will rise tonight, especially with his poor performances lately. Ethan 10 and Eze in the A position should break down Palace. Yeah, I think we should break down Palace today. The Muniz is out. He must have called a case or something. Someone had mentioned it. He's been out. Listen, with all due respect to Eddie, it's Eddie. All right, it's Eddie. You keep Mateta quiet, we win this game. No disrespect to Eddie. No, there are schemes that I'm sure Oliver Glasner can put around Sarr and Yeremy Pino that can get some creativity to force Mateta to have some change out of Saliba now. But if Do we think Saliba can raise his level and keep Mateta quiet for a game? I think he can. This Saliba, one of the best center backs in the world, isn't it? We're more than capable of keeping Mateta quiet. We keep Mateta quiet, we win this game comfortably. Right? And how do we keep Mateta quiet? Keep the ball. How do we keep the ball? Put attacking players on the pitch, play the ball in their half. Big up to Cooper, man. Love. Hope you are good, my guy. Happy holidays to you as well. Rah. Nico with the banger. Big him up. Big up to Stockholm, man. Big up all the legends in the chat. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Big up. So you lost me at Forest at 19th. Yeah, they could capitulate, but yeah, I don't think Forest is going down. It's going to be Wolves, probably Burnley, and who else are we saying? Could be those three. I don't trust Daniel Fark. You could see Leeds go on a skid, but Wolves might as well just who's leading the championship right now. Who knows? Whoever's leading the championship right now, just trade him with Wolves right now. Send Wolves to the championship and send Norwich or whoever's leading the championship right now. Jackson will be available next summer as Bayern ain't buying him. Jackson could be your annual Chelsea. You know what? When the transfer window was ending, when there was a left-back fiasco going on in Arsenal, I was dreading that you see the deadline day Arsenal linked to Ben Chilwell from Crystal Palace. Like, how ironic I'm talking about Palace and playing Palace today. But I was actually thinking about that. Like, oh, I don't want this. No, we can't do this, man. We can't go, Sterling, David Luiz, Sterling, Madueke, Kai, Nico. No. Nico. Who else needs a striker in the Prem? Newcastle. No, Newcastle got Altamade, yeah? Brentford? Brentford got Thiago. Shit, man. Brighton, maybe. Danny Welbeck is getting up there in age. Maybe Sunderland. Or he stays at Chelsea. That's their problem. People still believe in 29, all our peril and downfall. I do not want to see this. Now, Kai Havertz can be useful. He does have use in the squad, right? If he comes back, goes on to kill off games so Gyökeres can rest for the run-in, cool. But now, if Kai comes back and start banging in goals, I'd love to be wrong on Kai. But the evidence that people are using to say that Kai Havertz is going to come back into the stream and bang is just hope. It's not real evidence. Because they can't. I've asked for people who watch my channel to send me not a compilation, just send me a goal of Kai Havertz scoring from outside the 18. Show me a clip of Kai Havertz putting the ball onto his favorite left foot and slapping one in the top bins from 25 yards. He hasn't. He is very limited as a striker. And he doesn't have a real position. He just kind of floats around in the attacking third of the pitch. When Blunderman got here, the dressing room was settled, in my opinion. He disrupted it by moving Martinez out the changing room. Aubameyang only survived because of COVID. If you remember, he was leaving for Barca. And survived, It's not even really accurate because, at the very first opportunity he got to get rid of Alba, man, out he went. Someone caring for their sick mom. Out he went. Ganduzi, out you go. And then he got the Get Along gang, the happy men. Everyone that was just happy to be here and hey, we're going to hold hands and sing North London forever and everyone is going to be happy and all them something there. Madman, man. Senegal playing some good footy. Right. I have to check that out, I have time when I go on the road later. Download them on my phone and check them out. AFC 4th, Sunday 5th, LFC winners. Nah, Liverpool are done, man. Title race still done. 2 minutes. You dig a hole too deep with that 4-game skid. And Liverpool Football Club would lose at least 3 more games out of the final 21. You can't win the league with 10 losses. No, you can't. Big up BBK in the chat says DG2 should be a good game tonight. Hope Arteta lets them attack freely. Nope. You're asking for too much. No. Control is his thing. He does not want a 3-2 shootout. He doesn't want a 5-4. He doesn't want that. You want a 1-0 control. Right? Now, if you look at the Fulham game, City versus Fulham, right? City were up 5-1. The game ended 5-4, and everyone think, oh, City defense is leaky and they're falling apart. No, he was up 5-1 and rotated. Normally, you can see 4 goals on the road. You lose that game 99% of the time. They got 3 points at the end of the season. You know, the same way the top Gooners are asking us to ignore the shit performance versus Wolves and Everton. Just ignore the performance and get the 3 points. Well, let's ignore the 4 goals City conceded and just give them the 3 points, because those 3 points have them 2 points behind us right now in striking distance. Now, I was looking at the schedule for Man City, right? And from August till now, and I'm looking at City and I'm asking the question, did Man City already go through a dip in form? Because the road to the championship or to the premiership is never paved smoothly. There will be a dip. We're 17 games in, so people this New York Wi-Fi. How long was I out? Am I back? Jesus. People. My sincere apologies. Gotta scroll all the way back up. I even forgot where I was. So yeah, Coventry. Yeah, put Coventry in and get Wolves out. Get them out of here. Gone. They've been historically bad. They don't deserve to be in the Premier League right now. Yeah, they do. Um, we have two strikers. The fucker just doesn't use them. Go to the stat. I apologize, people. If it froze, there is a delay going on here. When I click on the comments, there's a pause before it pops up on the screen. Big up to the weatherman, Hendo. Big up, man. Just got back from the gym. Christmas get together at the restaurant. And make sure you get some nice lobster and shrimp and filet mignon and all them something there. If we lose, I'm crashing out on the quarters, bro. You know, only time the Q word should be mentioned is if we are lifting the cup. And the Gremlins got in. They got me, man. They got me. I was doing good there for a second. But you know what? I know this type of stuff was gonna happen once I leave. But I was freezing up at home anyway. But the road shows are gonna be a little tricky. And I'm enjoying New York. I'm not gonna lie. So it's not like I'm dreading, hey, I need to get back home. I'm actually enjoying New York. Man froze up like LeBron looking at Jan Mahimi. Jan, you know. Frozen up like my brown sugar sundae in the freezer. Man, them are going in, you know. Pause. We back. I'm back like I forgot my keys. Hey, you know the ones. Remember that? Oh, no, I'm lagging. No, I'm lagging. Oh, my God. All right, people. All right. I'm going to end it. I'm going 2-1 still. It's going to be 2-1. Again, my apologies. Tomorrow should be better. Tomorrow I should be closer to the router. Right? The grandkids are out there sleeping. Can't be out there. They're going to wake up and be grumpy and they're going to be walking all over the place. So this part of the house is the farthest away from the router. That's probably why the internet is shit. But listen, you absolute legend. You stayed while I was frozen. Big up. So please hit the likes. We will be back to finish the conversation. Big up to Social, having some technical difficulties. Big you up. But yeah, technical difficulties on top of holiday stuff that needs to happen. My apologies again. But, BBK Sports, we do this. I thoroughly enjoy talking football with you, man. On some family thing, big you up all the time. But I am going to have to end it because of the internet fucking up. So, like I always say, people, before he kicks me out again, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we're gone. Apologies again.